All right, let's see now. This time, is it going to let the chat work? Hello, hello. No, maybe not. You never know. Anyway, I tried to start the live stream and it messed everything up. So I guess that's the last time he's going to let me do it. But he's not ready yet. So, maybe he won't know. Now there's nobody on to watch him. Ha! Reggie wins again. Okay, let's see. Let's tell all the patrons where to find it. Because the Patreon one is now wrong, and the reminder one is wrong. So, yeah. That's fun. Yeah! Wonder if there's a way to take this link and share it. Why not? Why can't you share a link from in here? I don't know. Oh, Instance is on. How you doing, man? Long time no speak. I see you have saluted me with the 3-frog salute. That's awesome. Always good. Oh, hi, Rail. How you doing? I'm glad you were able to figure out where this went since I apparently can't figure out the technology. Joe was counting on me, but you know how it goes. Milton knows the Insane Witch King. That's a cool name. What is the difference between a priest and a pimple? At least a pimple waits till puberty before coming on an Ultra Voice phase. Okay, that's pretty good. I heard you got this cool goat skull guy you talk to. He sounds nice. Or she. I don't want to assume gender. How's everybody doing tonight? All right, we got 3 people in the chat. It looks like 5 on this number, but maybe one of them's me. I don't know. Tuck Party, how you doing, man? Yeah, it's gotten wild now. Hold on, I'm thirsty. Here, give me. Thank you. What, you're gonna take some too? What is that? I can't talk while you're drinking. The goat skull is a nice calming individual to help relieve stress in the Stressed Out X for everybody. I personally haven't watched their stuff, but they do have a serving voice. Yeah, he's pretty awesome. She is pretty awesome. They? Is that a better way? I'm still getting new to this stuff. In the frog world, we usually just go by he or she, but sometimes we switch. Just like, ha, gotcha. And that's it. Nobody has a problem with it, though. Except for Alex Jones. He hates it. Tuck Party's doing great. That's awesome. Yeah. It's just going well so far. Joe, are you ready yet? No. Not what? Jeez. Okay, don't yell at me. Jeez. What are you doing your hair? Okay, that's funny to me. Rel says, doing all right. Can't really complain. I had a pretty good day today. Awesome. That's cool. I had a good day too, but I was mostly just catching flies. Milton Knoll says, we do it in the human world to sometimes we go by he or she, but sometimes we switch. Yeah, that's right. We do it too. That's pretty cool. I think that's the way to be. Just let nature find a way. That's how Jeff Goldblum explained it to me. He's my hero. Oh, I'm upside down. What happened? I blame you for this. I'm not even there yet. Yeah, you're here. Get on the camera. Okay, whatever. So, I was talking to Joe about these things, these live streams he's going to do. He's supposed to do this like quarantine live stream every other Friday. And I said, what happens if you miss one? How do we hold you accountable? And you know what he agreed to? He said if he misses one of these, then he's going to eat dog poop. No. Yeah, you said you're gonna eat dog poop.
No, I said dog food.
How is that a bad thing? That dog food is delicious.
No, well, you know what, Reggie? I mean, I don't plan to actually miss one, so it doesn't.
You will miss it. If it's something cool, I will make sure you miss it.
Well, see, now there you go. That's why I'm not agreeing to anything crazy.
I'm still saying you said dog poop.
I definitely didn't.
You definitely did. Are you getting on camera? Are you going to do it tonight?
Yeah, I will. I'm not ready.
What are you possibly? Okay, whatever. Yes, that's right, Tuck Party, the poo-poo platter. It's delicious, he thinks. Yes, that's right, Rel. Jeff Goldblum is so wise. That's right. I watched him do like a half hour just talking about sneakers on a show. It was awesome. Hey, From the Light of Darkness is here, my good pal motherfucking JD Temple.
No, it's JD motherfucking Temple.
Yeah, wait, is that? I thought it was like, you say like it's cool. I didn't know that was his actual middle name.
Well, I think it's his middle name.
Okay. Welcome. Power of the Occult is here too. Hello, 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 orphans. Milton Knoll says, frogs eat flies. Do flies sometimes taste like poo because flies eat poop? Yeah, that's true. And they say you are what you eat. Yeah, he says it grow in poo and they hatch from poo-poo. They hatch from poo-poo, yeah. It isn't a fly, just a poo-poo. Yeah, you are what you eat. So they eat poop and I eat them. So I'm a fly poop. That's right. I'm some fly poop. From the Light of Darkness says, hell yeah, that's right. Now you guys are talking to each other. That's go. Are you going to get on the camera at some point?
Yeah, just give me a minute.
Jeez, this is going on for longer than I agreed to.
Reggie, just talk to the people for a minute while I get ready.
Get ready. What is he possibly even doing? Yeah, it's caca poo poo. That's right. You're right. Rel says, we're all full of it. That's right. Everybody's saying hello. This is a very cordial group. I like that. Usually I'm used to being in hell, so, we're not always the nicest to each other, but it's not as bad as people make it sound. A lot of rumors, but, it's mostly just traffic. Enough to drive most people crazy. If you have time to drink a beer, you have time to be on camp. What are you doing? Jeez. A nut to take another swig. All right. This is crazy. I'm eating the camera.
Oh, what's up? How's everybody doing? Let's check out the chat. Whoa, people are already here. Thank you, Reggie. Warmed up the crowd for me. Friday night quarantine, first one. Although technically second one because we did 4 hours 2 Fridays ago. I don't know. Is this number 1 or number 2? Vote now in the... Nope, don't have a poll up. Never mind. Just vote in the comments. Somehow my hair is not too crazy today. It's still just as long. I didn't do anything. It just like flattened itself down instead of doing the Robotnik thing. Queen Sunkiss said it looked like Robotnik, and then now I can't get that out of my head whenever I see it. I'm like, yep, Dr. Robotnik. I got the mustache going. I got to, it's not goggles, but we're getting there. And then when the hair comes out on the side, it's just like, that's it. I need a red jacket to pull off the look. Rel says, sup, Joe? Hey, Rel, how you doing? From the Light of Darkness says, hey, JD, how's it going? Always good to hear from you. That gobble noise. Yeah, that's right, Tuck Party. He was eating that camera. Milton Knowles. Joe, I didn't know you lived inside a rabbit lizard guy who lives in your hand. Yeah, we're in his stomach right now. This room is brought to you by Reggie's stomach. You guys didn't know that? I thought it was clear and upfront about that from the start. Rel says, I'm not going to say number 2. What? Why not? It's better than number 3. Nobody even wants to talk about that one. Light of Darkness says, what are we polling? We're polling whether this is the first episode or the second episode. Because technically I did a live stream 2 weeks ago, but I didn't call it episode 1. I called this one episode 1. So is this one the second one? Or is this episode 2? Electric Boogaloo. Yes, that's right. Power of a Call. I am in Sonic 2 confirmed. That's right. Because they couldn't afford Jim Carrey again, so you're going to get this majesty. Tuck Party says, Jonas and the Whale, not Joe and the Reggie. That's right. It's my own trial. I go through trials and tribulations. From the Light of Darkness says that he votes this is number 3 where I poop out of my mouth. Now I got to put something back in there. We're starting out highbrow, folks. This is what we do during the quarantine. I got my straight vodka water like last time. I was called out, I believe, by Milton Knowles on that. He knows the deal. He knows what's going on. Oh, Rel says human centipede. Yeah, that brings back memories of something I don't want to remember. Ugh. Milton Knowles, is that a Flash way of saying that he's sit-faced from the light of the darkness? The Light of Darkness says, damn, son! That's right. Hey, Ethan Ross is here. Hi, Ethan Ross. Did someone say Boogaloo? Yeah, Electric Boogaloo. I don't have a good thing for 3. Oh, you guys all expect me to have a topic or something. That's how we did it in the old days. I would sit and chat at the camera at myself for like a half hour and then look at the chat and go, wow, I'll never cover all this. You guys think I'm going to come prepared or something? I had Reggie do my first 10 minutes. Milton Knowles says, I thought you looked familiar. You were the last guy in the Human Centipede, weren't you? That's the guy who gets all the non-nutrients because it's been processed too much. It's about processed foods if you think about it. Power of the Occult. Wasn't even a trial for Jonas, I bet. God was just like, oh, fuck this guy again. He wants to stop praying. Can we get something to eat him? Yeah, I don't know if you guys watch Dark Matter 2525's cartoons on YouTube, but I love when he does any of the Bible verse stuff. It's pretty funny. Rel asked me, did I ever watch The Thing on Netflix? I don't know if you're asking me if I ever watched the movie The Thing, and it may happen to be on Netflix, or if you're talking about something we agreed to watch on Netflix, in this case, probably The Haunting of Hill House, which I still haven't watched yet, but that I do plan to watch. But no, I have not watched either of them on Netflix. I ended up rewatching the first season of The Hollow, and because the second season said it was going to come out, so got distracted. It's on my list. Milton Knowles says, I am certain I'm subscribed to half the people on this channel. Of course, so am I. I should be subscribed to all of them. From the Light of Darkness, just enjoy yourself. Yes. So if the front centipede eats a Taco Bell, okay, geez, here we go. Now we're getting technical. I didn't know there was going to be a science question in here. So if the front centipede eats a Taco Bell beefy Frito burrito, what would the last centipede end up with? Pretty much the same thing. It's just like a bin chewed version. Real says, oh, okay, cool, laugh out loud. Power of the Occult, did you watch the Netflix On Thing? On Thing, like is Thing the hairy guy? Is that right? I'm trying to remember. Or is that, no, that's Cousin It, right? Thing is the hand, right? No, I did not. That sounds uncomfortable. Tuck Party says, absolutely no change. Right. That's right. Absolutely no change on the way through. It's mostly made out of silicates anyway, so that just goes right through. That's why you run for the border. From the Light of Darkness says, Tiger King, baby. Yeah, I did watch all of Tiger King. If that's what you meant by the thing on Netflix, then yes, I did watch the thing on Netflix. That was crazy. Power of the Occult. Oh no, spoilers. I've only watched the first two so far. No, don't talk about Carol Baskin. I'll keep it spoiler free for you. Power of the Occult. That's right. You got it, Light of Darkness. I agree. I will summarily judge this person based purely on the what was presented to me on Netflix. Very nice. Real says, I haven't watched Tiger King yet. I'm sure I'll see it all via memes eventually. Yeah, pretty much. I had the problem where everybody was like, oh man, it's so crazy. You'll never believe the crazy stuff some of these people do. And it was crazy, but as I was watching it, there were a lot of times that I related to it more than I wanted to admit. And I was like, oh man, this is making me think more about myself than I wanted to think. So, take that for whatever it's worth. Milton Knowles says, if one of the human centipede in the middle is constipated and the front one is overeating, does this stomach explode? I don't know, because it would take a lot to explode the stomach. Like, I could see it becoming very, well, see, no, I think it kind of solves its own problem because all of the stuff that's coming through is stuff that will just go straight through the system. So eventually you're going to detox if you get too much of that. And I think it would just the problem would solve itself. The guy in the back, though, would be like starving and then have a bad day all of a sudden. Rail says, I'm so sorry I mentioned Human Centipede. We could have just called this the Human Centipede podcast. The Human Centipede live stream. Parley Cult says, where is Friar Pezzle? What a fake fan. I know. Where is he right now, huh? Come on. Friar Pezzle? Why are you doing this to me? No, he's a great guy. If he's not here, I'm sure he has a reason. I didn't even say it had to be a good reason. I mean, this is my live stream we're talking about here. Rel says, I regret this decision. I would ask if the decision you regret is bringing up the Human Centipede or joining this live stream, but I know the answer is both at this point. From the Light of Darkness, I think it would be number 3. Right. You're the only one answering the poll, though. It would be a front centipede number. Okay, so here we go. Now I see. So it's all come full circle now. The 2 questions have come full circle. It's met in the middle. And we all know the middle is the best place to be, in the centipede. That's what you don't want is like an Ouroboros. Geez, I can't even speak already. Ouroboros version of like the Human Centipede. It's just like self-generating. Gives new meaning to eating its own tail, right? This has become one of the greatest live streams of all time already. Rel says, I'm not regretting joining. I'm still here after all. Milton Knowles, would a human centipede be able to climb better given that there's a number of people pushing it up and it's got multiple hands, or would it be weighed down by the multiple people? I think the poorly designed lip attachment is there's no like spinal attachment. It's not supported enough to go straight up. So because of that, it's just the whole thing's gonna crumble and fall apart. So yeah, I would say it's the second of those. It's going to be weighed down by the multiple people. Unless you're using Final Fantasy rules where people can like hoist each other up and then jump in the air, and then someone can jump up and hoist you somehow in the air and you can jump again. You know what? That's too inside. Nobody knows what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's right. Light of Darkness needs a harness. Exactly. That would be the only way to make it work. Whoa, it's Z. Welcome. Yes, interesting time to join. We're talking about everybody's favorite occult subject, the human centipede. From the Light of Darkness, a yoke of sorts with hydraulics. Yeah. I don't know why we're all delving into this subject. This is what I get for saying, hey, whatever the chat wants to talk about is what we'll talk about, huh? And who started this again, Rel? Who started this? Oh, Rel says it's more like Dragon Ball Z jumping. Yeah, that's true. Or is that Dragon Ball Z charging? That's what it was like getting this live stream started. So I went in, for those who jumped in the other one, which was like 2 seconds long, the one that has been sitting there all day, prepped for a live stream to happen so people could follow it and be alerted when it starts. I started it, and immediately it says live chat unavailable. I was like, well, the whole stream is me talking to the chat. How is that even valuable? So I tried to refresh the page, and then it was like, cool, your stream is done. So it's like a 10-second stream or whatever. I'll probably delete it later. It's just like Reggie doing some talking about how the chat's not working, and that's it. So fortunately, it looks like people are finding the right stream. The right stream. That's an interesting thing to call it. Yes, yes. Whoa, it's Z. Thank you for knowing the reference. Final Fantasy VII Advent Chicken. Yes, correct. Final Fantasy VII. So in the movie Final Fantasy VII Advent Children, there's a scene at the end where I know it's supposed to represent teamwork and them all working together and stuff, but they literally are, they hoist Cloud up and throw him upward toward the enemy, and he gets partway up there, and then someone jumps and hoists him again, and he jumps off of them hoisting him, and then someone jumps off of their back and then hoists him again. And I'm like, the physics on this is killing my brain. I mean, normally I can just let it go with anything anime related, but I was just like, okay, and this is your end to your final boss battle of the entire thing. I'm just like, yeah, all right, Advent Children. So we'll see. We'll see. I haven't finished Final Fantasy VII Remake yet. We'll see if they add something like that into the game. If they do, I will both crack up and cry at the same time. But that's usually how I roll anyway. Milton Knowles says, I hope I've been keeping the chat on topic, mentioning the human centipede when I can. Yeah, thank you, Milton Knowles. You've always been a big help in keeping down the chaos. That's right. Rel says, I'm glad you got it worked out. Yeah, eventually it worked. I mean, my plan once I started this stream was, okay, well, let me jump into the Patreon then and post something that'll say, here's where the new stream is. But I couldn't get a link to share it. I also was thinking maybe I could do that thing on YouTube where people share data somehow, but I don't think I have enough. I don't think I have enough subscribers to do it or whatever. But I was going to try to alert everybody. It's just then I realized that once I'm live, for some reason, I couldn't find a way to grab the link. So like, oh, well. Oh, now I see it down here. There's a share, but I think that's to share people directly in, right? What happens if I click this? Oh, no, there's the link. Great. Now that I'm talking about it, I find it immediately. That's awesome. This is how my life goes. Power the Occult says the chat was working. It's just no one wants to talk to you. That's awesome. No, the chat was not working. It actually had a big thing that popped up, and it was like, the chat is unavailable. Try again later. I was like, what do you mean try again later? I'm live streaming. When later am I supposed to try this? I'm live streaming at a pre-planned live stream. Like, okay, great job, YouTube. And again, I'm using their live stream tools because until you have a certain number of subscribers, you can't use your own. So I'm like, great tools you got here, YouTube. I probably shouldn't bash them. They're going to end the stream will just cut, and then that'll be it. The Illuminati, what is it? The Illuminati Satanist Christian Brotherhood will show up at my house and take me out. Part of the Occult says, oh shit, have you seen the Midnight Gospel? I have. I'm still not sure how I feel about it. So Duncan Trussell, I believe his name is. He's the guy who does the podcasts that get converted into there. And I like him. And I like the stuff he talks about. But somehow, when you add his conversations with all the crazy, wacky stuff they've got going on in the background, it almost like, I don't know, maybe I'm not intoxicated or high or whatever enough for it. I haven't figured it out. I've watched 2 episodes and I'm like, I don't know. I feel worn out after an episode. So, I mean, I like his stuff. I just don't know about it yet. Haven't made up my mind. Cameron Wyatt, hey, how you doing? Welcome. Part of the Occult, fucking Damien Eccles was on that. It was great. I don't think I've seen that one. I've seen the first 2. So the first one was Dr. Drew, I think. And then I didn't recognize the people in the second one. Rel says, is the Final Fantasy VII Remake only on PS4? I think so. I think it's a PS4 exclusive because the original Final Fantasy VII was on PlayStation, regular PlayStation. So I think it is, but I wouldn't be surprised if you give it some time if it doesn't come out, at least for PC. But I do have a PS4 and I am playing it. I'm about 15 hours into it, and from what I've heard online, it's 35 to 40 hours, so apparently I'm not even that far into it. If you figure that it's based around the period in the game that was only 5 hours long, that's pretty funny. But I've been enjoying it so far. I just got a pop-up alert from my email that says that Tuck Party left a comment in the video that says 10 out of 10, best ever, great jobs. Thank you, Tuck Party. That's awesome. Milton Knowles, do you think they wired the mouse, either the human centipede or just ditched in which, wait, hold on. Why? Oh, the mouths, I bet you mean. I know you're dealing with that autocorrect because we talked about that last time. Do you think they wired the mouths, either the human centipede or just ditched in or stitched in with which case? Why didn't they just pull themselves apart? Yeah, I know. I mean, I don't think it's a super realistic thing, but you know, who knows? Who knows in the situation? I think I would take the pain though. I think I would try to just like, because that'll heal. Or did they, I can't remember. Did they stitch like the actual colons somehow? I don't remember. I don't even want to think about that. I don't know why you keep bringing us back to this, Milton. I do know why you keep bringing us back to this. So in chaos, so in chaos. How do they call it? And Jason Love. Yeah. From the Light of Darkness, they are watching. Yes, they're always watching. They're always watching you on the From the Light of Darkness channel. At least that's how I'm watching you. How do you call it? Damien is on episode 3, and I believe Jason is on 5. So I need to watch the next one, is what you're telling me. Well, it's Z PS4 exclusive. Yeah, that's what I thought. Tuck Party, laugh out loud. Milton Knowles, the Insane Witch King, do you think remaking a game is a money-grabbing scheme designed around nostalgia and not having to pay people to come up with new ideas? And do you think the Human Centipede is behind it? Well, I don't think the Human Centipede is behind this. although it is behind a lot of different things tonight. But in this particular case, I think this is a game that was made by people who really love the original, because they've expanded the story so much that it's just like a lot of it is newish. Like it doesn't break the way the story originally went, but it's still new. Although so far, I've had a lot of fun, but as I've gotten further in, I've started noticing some more slow periods. So I'm wondering if that's going to continue as we go further in, more periods of doing side quests and things like that, in which case that might be a bit of padding. But other than that, I do kind of feel like this is more of a love letter than a cash grab, although they are grabbing some cash. I think from the higher ups perspective, it's a cash grab, but from the people who worked on it, I think it was a labor of love. So if it had been something like one of these remakes where it's pretty much the same game, then I would be with you on that one. I'd be like, yeah, they're just doing a nostalgia cash grab. I fall for those too. I have Mega Man Legacy collections and things like that, where it's the same games sold to you again, but they're now, you can play them on your PlayStation. But then again, I don't have the original Nintendo anymore or any of the stuff I had when I was a kid, so it's my way to play those games. Although I guess I could be doing it on ROMs, but we all know that that's a no-no, right? That's not allowed, for sure. What are we talking about? Who said ROMs? What are you talking about? Well, it's Z. I just finished Persona 5 Royal. I haven't actually played any of the Personas, but I have seen, is Persona 5 the one that has Joker in it, the guy that everybody's been talking about? Because if so, that game looks pretty sweet, at least. I've been wondering, too, like, is it a type of game where you can just jump in at 5, or would you have to go back and play the other ones? From the Light of Darkness, if you hit a centipede from behind... Yeah, here we go. Here we go. I guess if you did and fused together, you'd end up with a Minotaur centipede cryptid. See, I got to go get my mask if we keep talking like this. I have to pull out the Psychopop conspiracy theorist on this stream. Maybe next stream. I need my contacts. The problem is if I wear glasses, I can't put the mask on without taking the glasses off, and then I can't read the chat. Otherwise, I would just be like, yep, I put it on. I have to actually go put my contacts in to do that. So probably next stream, I'll show up with contacts just so that I can do that. Have some conspiracy chat next time. Milton Knowles, do you think the human centipede is the head of the world order? Only the one in the front. Rel, I played Final Fantasy VII when it came out on original PS. I don't own a PS4 because they have such hate for mods. Yeah, they've kind of moved away from not only that, but also the backward compatibility. Although I heard that 5 is supposed to go back to having some. I'll believe it when I see it. Part of the occult, Joe, you'd be a perfect fit for the guy right before the last guy on the cinema. I know! And it's like the hair and everything will just be like tickly. Now that's an image you guys didn't want. What would see? Yes, Joker, you don't need prior Persona knowledge. Okay, I might pick that up because everybody I know that's played it has liked it. And the idea of Persona sounds really interesting to me. Milton Knowles, the Insane Witch King. Do you think I might be mentioning the human centipede a lot so you bring out Psychopop conspiracy? Well, I know that he's going to obviously talk about the human centipede because now it's stuck in my subconscious and I'm going to have great dreams tonight. Thanks, chat. You guys are great. So I got to kill those brain cells. Oh, man. Wait, are we seriously a half hour into this and we've been talking about the human centipede the entire time? I mean, we've had some other conversations too. Talked about the wonder that is Final Fantasy VII Advent Children. We've talked about the remake, Final Fantasy VII remake as well. We had some time with Reggie for the first 10 minutes. That was fun. But mostly it's been human centipede. From the Light of Darkness, we can ride into battle on human centipedes. I don't know about that. It would be slower than walking, I think. I mean, it would be intimidating, though. I'm pretty sure if I saw that coming my way, like an army of people riding on human centipedes, I'd probably be like, no, this is not the group I'm going to fuck with. Not happening. Like, if I go down and don't die, they're going to turn me into one of these steeds. I'm running the other way. I'm out of here. So that'd be a good intimidation factor. Milton Knowles, do you think sometimes I might mention things just to get a reaction for my own amusement? And is that necessarily a bad thing? No, I don't think so. I think these are all very serious questions. That's why I react to them as such. Power of the Occult. Instead of Final Fantasy VII Remake, we need a ... Human Centipede remake. What really can you do to a work of art so perfect as the original movie? And that is not a hypothetical question. I'm saying, Power of the Occult, what would you do to change and remake the Human Centipede? Because apparently this is the topic of the evening. Rel says, I think you do, Milton. From the Light of Darkness says, we would juice them up. Oh, man. You have some juiced up ones, too? Jeez. Jacked up and good to go. That's going to be real bad for the guy on the back. Milton Knowles, the Insane Witch King. Real. At least I'm consistent. Yeah. Yeah. All right, I'm going to take a quick pause for the chat to talk to itself. Woo. Ha-ha! And all that time, he didn't know that I was gunning for him. He's not back yet. We have our moment. Let's see what we've got going on in the chat tonight. Oh, yes, I've got to backtrack just to find out What you guys are even talking about, Psycho Pop Conspiracy Army? Oh, yes. Let's see here. It's going to be fascinating. What could you guys have been talking about before? The human centipede? Oh, you guys may be more in the know than I thought. Juiced up human centipede army? Yeah, okay. So far, we're on the same page. Power of the Occult says you passed me in my subs. I'm gonna make sure you're part of the human centipede. Well, listen, friend. I know that you may be talking to Joseph, or you might be talking to me, because my sub count is through the roof. Because people want to hear the truth. You can't blame them for that, old friend. No, I do not want to report this random person. Come on, stop clicking random things. Okay, Finger, thank you. Tuck Party says, how about some original ideas for a change? We'll ask our AI God once it becomes fully realized. The final Luciferian path will be set. I've heard this story of the Luciferians, but you have to realize that that's just one face that the Triad puts on. That's not what their real agenda is about. Ethan Ross says that analysis of human centipede climbing machines, cracking up. What's so funny about it, old friend? Oh, geez, I'm 10 minutes behind already? Yes, it happens to the both of us. Power of the Occult message retracted? It's a good thing Joe doesn't see that. He hates when that happens. Drives him mad. Milton knows. Medically make a human centipede and bring it around schools just to shock a new generation. Well, I mean, you could do that, but I'm sure you'd go to jail, old friend. Rel, hiya, Power of the Occult. Wait, who is this person? Chambuki. Chambuki. He looks good with a beard. Why, thank you, old friend. You can kind of see that I have one, but I try to keep my real face an anonymous. Power of the Occult says, hey, Rel. Whoa, it's Z. Oh, whoa, it's Z. It suits him. I don't know who this guy you're talking about with the beard is, but yeah, I see Power of the Occult is retracting all of his messages before I can read them, but it doesn't bother me, old friend. Keep it secret. Keep it safe. Let's see. Power of the Occult. Fire dislikes Boss. Okay. He's not the only one, old friend. Tuck Party. Quick, flood the chat so Joe has to read it all night. That's really hilarious. That would be hilarious to him as well. Milton Knowles. Hello, everybody. Wait. Oh, so Milton Knowles just got here, everyone. Hello, Milton Knowles, the Insane Witch King. It's been a long time. One of my first subscribers. Milton Knowles. Good thing that scary board guy's gone. Yeah. He was here for a minute. Then he was gone for a minute. There's a lot of messages retracted. Ethan Ross thinks it's funny to ruin Joe's sleep. That's right. F. Milton Knowles, let's all leave that comment message redacted. When he comes back, that will wind him up. It would have if he had been back yet, but so far he hasn't returned. It's going to be crazy when he sees this. Power of the Occult. Oh, got muted. That happens to us all sometimes because they want to shut down our voice, old friend. Chibuki, any of y'all in the chat ever work with Arbete? And if so, do you need any special tools? That's a good question. If by special tools you mean ways to hack into the NSA, you cannot say that on YouTube, old friend. You'll get docked out. I know, I have to change my name a few times. Tuck Party, laugh out loud. I don't know what's so funny to you, old friend. This is serious. Tuck Party, the Young Turks AI overlord has silenced you. Oh, YouTube. Sorry, I just think YT stands for Young Turks because those guys are young jerks. Ethan Ross. I think the Arbitel has at least a few chants, etc., that can be used without anything else. Yes, that's possible. I don't know much about that. My friend Psychopop Sorcerer would know. I haven't seen him in a while, you know. He's up to his own shenanigans, as usual. Well, sure, you're trying to save us. Yes, just like me, spreading the truth. Shaboki, laugh out loud. Tuck party, mortal, prepare for demonetization. No, wait! I thought he meant demons, but demonetization. Let's get our story straight, friends. This is not a conspiracy YouTube channel. You are canceled. No, no, friend, no. It can't happen. We gotta get the truth out to everyone. Rel says YouTube is meta-conscious. I know that. Meta-consciousness, that's right. It's the living meme. Milton Knowles, message redacted. Yep, that happens to us all. They're trying to shut you down and keep you silenced, old friend. Whoa, it's Z. Got a jet? Have fun all? Why would he leave during the best part? Obviously, we're having a serious conversation. And then the Illuminati shows up. The Illuminati, you have got our attention. I know you've been watching me for all this time. Ethan Ross had his message retracted right after the Illuminati shows up. That's no surprise. Okay, laugh out loud. And the most recent comment, Power of the Occult, it's not the Illuminati. It's the cooperative. Cooperative, yes. I said that wrong because I read great. I have the best brain. It's not the Illuminati, it's the cooperative. I know that because it was on AHS. I call them the Triad, old friend. You've got to watch out. The Illuminati, do you wish to join us and we may take over the world? No, you've already got it, old friend. No, I will stand against you and fight till the very last breath, but definitely contact me through my secure channels. Now, this is a technique I learned from people who try to wear their masks while they go out to bars. It's very handy. Although, you know, there should be social distancing. Shamogi! Heard Reggie is hacking the Illuminati. What? That guy, I wouldn't trust him as far as I could throw him. And I can throw him pretty far, he's a puppet man. Alright, well, I've showed up for those who had requested me, but they don't seem to want to come out and play anymore. Seems I've scared them off with the truth. May the truth set you free, old friends. Oh, nope, he's coming. I gotta get out of here.
You believe this guy? Come and try to steal my show.
Get out of here. You're not even supposed to be in this house. This guy. I can't believe this guy. Comes over here and he knocks over my water. What is he thinking? All right. I got him out of here. Let's see. What is this message retracted crap? What are you guys pulling on me? This is ridiculous. I put my contacts in just because I knew everyone wanted to see my shining face. And now I come back to this message retracted stuff? Man, no love. There's just no love. Rel says, laugh out loud. He ran. That's right. Mad Magician Karos. Hey, how you doing? Stop saying Illuminati. It keeps freezing the stream. Thing is, I don't know. It could actually be freezing the stream. YouTube has some strict policies about all the conspiracy talk. Charles Manson just showed up. Would you like to come to the desert with me and join my family? I have a Volkswagen bus. That was probably for Psychopomp Conspiracy Theorist. He might have fallen for that. I'm not falling for that. Thank you. I've been in my own cults. Ethan Ross. Mad Magician Karos is laughing. Ethan Ross is laughing. Yep. Yes. Well, my water is empty now. No relation. I don't know if that could be heard on the stream. That like as that guy, Psychopomp Conspiracy Theorist, whoever he may be under the mask, as he ran out of here, he knocked over my water and spilled it all over the floor. I don't know if that could be heard through the microphone, but if it could, then that is probably YouTube gold. Look at this. This is another reason why I don't wear my contacts anymore. Look at this stuff. Oh, I don't know. I feel like the glasses cover up this like huge lack of sleep that I deal with on frequent occasion. Although, for those who are curious, I did do some sleep studies, and not surprisingly, I need to get what's called a CPAP machine, if you know what that is. And then that's supposed to clear up my sleep problems. So maybe I'll get more well rested and this stuff will start to go away. We'll see. Keep you posted on that. I'm supposed to get my machine next week. We'll see how that goes. Rel says, yeah, I totally heard the glass falling. Nice. That makes it worth it. It's like, oh, now I got this wet spot to clean up. I had to put these tissues down here to clean this up. And I'm sure I'm going to need to do more in a little bit. But it's like, if that was caught on the mic, then it's worth it. It's worth the effort, because that's hilarious. Oh, man. Sharebucky, is your dream work going well? I'm not doing a ton of dream work. I mean, I still keep track of what goes on in my dreams. I don't really journal them anymore, but I analyze it. I try to figure out what's going on with me. That works pretty well, and my journeying stuff is similar, but now I do it very, very infrequently. So it goes well when I do it. Psychopomp Conspiracy Theorist is on now. He says, ha ha, you can't get rid of me that easily. I would try to let me see if I can do his voice. You can't get rid of me that easily, old friend. I just can't quite. You can't get rid of me. No, I can't do it. Whoever it is, he's got a voice like silver. Ethan Ross, message retracted? What? What? How dare you? Tech Party. Journeying takes time. It comes when it comes. Yeah. So sometimes if I feel that need, I don't know how to explain it other than like I just kind of feel a need to dive deeper to try to learn something. See, now this Dr. Robotnik shit is happening again. Anyway, sometimes I feel like I have this need to dive deeper. And in that case, I will set aside the time to do journeying work. But right now, I'm not feeling that. Although you never know. I said that, and now tomorrow I'll be like, crap, I got to do it. Rel, the topic of your last video was death. That's a pretty heavy topic. Yeah, so on the Patreon channel, I do a series called Psycho Mind, where I just talk about, first it was talking about the transition and everything that happened in between the old channel and now, and how I view a lot of that stuff. And now it's kind of become just like my musings on what I think related to the occult and related to psychology and things like that. And yeah, last time we were talking about the death current. That is, yeah, mostly I'm referring to the cycle of death and rebirth, but you know, we got into some things. How are the occult? Yo, how's my best bud PP Sorcerer doing? He's interesting. So it depends on what timeline you're talking about, because you know, you have to talk to Psychopop Conspiracy Theorist about this, but apparently he says there's a timeline where he doesn't have a beard, because he has a beard. You can kind of see it under his thing, but he says there's a timeline where there's a version of him that doesn't have a beard, and that things went really bad for all of those parallel thems. That I guess they had a bad Halloween party and things just went south for them. So I don't know. I don't think those people made it out. Tech Party says, "Blasted Hedgehog, give me the rings." That's right, Sonic. Depends on which version. There's so many different versions of Robotnik in Sonic. If you're talking about like the cartoons, there's like the happy-go-lucky Sonic cartoon where he's like, "That blasted hedgehog," and then there's like the darker, grittier one from when I was a kid where he's like half Darth Vader and it's like, "That hedgehog is going to die." I don't know which one. They all look the same though. Psychopop Conspiracy Theorist says, "I've tried to stop dreaming. It's how government controls your mind. Do you not realize this?" Yeah, I mean, you know, from his point of view, yes. And I always have a confusion about, is Psychopop Conspiracy Theorist from another world where all of that stuff is true? Is he from our world, but he's a crazy man? Or is he from our world and all that stuff is true? I don't know. You guys got to figure that out for yourself. Milton Knowles says, "Well, it certainly is for me." Message redacted messages. Okay, he's redacting them some more. Ethan Ross says, "Big Sleep is in bed with every other industry." I mean, I keep seeing that purple mattress commercial. It's like they know I'm got sleep problems or something. But the mattress is not my problem. Power of the Occult, PP and his crazy theories. Yeah, that's how I feel about it. I feel like he's harmless, but you know, we all feel that way until something goes sideways. So, you know, watch out. Tech Party, would you rather a Chaos Emerald? Ooh, you know, with the Chaos Emeralds, then I could control all of Mobius. So yeah. Yeah, Chaos Emerald. Mad Magician Karos, "I like the first Sonic with Urkel as the voice actor." Tuck Party says first Sonic is the best Sonic. Yeah, so there were two shows where he was the voice actor, and that's why I always have trouble. And they came out at the same time, so those are the first two. One of them is the one where he's fighting with the like chicken robot and the guy with the drill arm, and the other one is the like darker, grittier Sonic that was on Saturdays, I think. Milton Knowles, the Insane Witch King. "Well, if they had a Halloween party, only one would have survived because he would have thought they were all Jason, and then they all gotten their Mercedes and tried killing each other." Yeah, that's true, because his mask does look a lot like a Jason mask or any hockey player mask. That's like a goalie mask. So he might have thought some of them were goalies, but you never know. He could have a fear of goalies. Power of the Occult. Holy shit, you are a wizard. You can somehow make your lips not match your voice. That's called lag power. Lag power. Tech Party. "I absolutely loathe the goofy one." Yeah, that's yeah. So yeah, you know what I'm talking about. The one with the two robots and whatever. Yeah, that's how I felt at the time. And now that my son, he's 6, he's watching Sonic and stuff. He watches both of them. So he watches the goofy one because it's on, I want to say it's on Nick Jr. or maybe it's on Netflix. I don't remember. But he watches the goofy one. And at some point I was like, "Look, check this one out." And I pulled up the other one on YouTube because I just couldn't. I was like, "Nope, check this other one out. And he likes both of them. So I am no longer as negative toward it as I used to be, but it definitely is not the better one in my opinion. Mad Magician Karos. Yes, the chicken one, laugh out loud, or he could be Lord Humongous. Yep. I can hear my son running around out there. So even though it is midnight where I am, he's still awake because Parents of the Year, Parents of the Year. Shibuki, you look so genuinely happy nowadays. Any advice on maintaining good mental health? I could use it. Well, this is not advice on maintaining good mental health. But it seemed like a funny response at the time. Good advice on it. I'm full of bad advice and learning from mistakes. So maybe that's the advice. Learn from mistakes. Try things and see what works. That could be bad advice depending on what you're thinking of trying. Milton Knowles, the Insane Witch King. I'm going to be away from the keyboard for a bit because I'm going to make burgers. You're going to make burgers and you're not getting any for me? I mean, I guess by the time it got here from where you are, it would be not only cold, but, well, I don't know. If it'd have to come across on like a plane, so it might be completely frozen. There's a way to get it here. It wouldn't be cooked. Tuck Party. If you hear any good advice on mental health, please let me know. Yes. Yes, I know. That's how we all feel, right? Man, Magician Karos. Good advice for bad times. That's right. That's right. Yeah, cheers to that. I'm glad that Psychopop conspiracy theorist spilled my water because there were much worse things to spill. Milton Knowles says, baby Psychopop conspiracist is some middle-aged man's interpretation of a conspiracies to make fun of conspiracies. No, that's insane. Oh, man. Mental health is difficult. This is from Rel. Mental health is difficult for everyone right now. This is what I'm doing for my mental health. I hang out with you guys, laugh out loud. Wow. That sounds great. Tuck Party. You really need to integrate those other personalities running around messing up your shit. I know, right? Oh, man. If only they would stay in my head where they belong. Part of the occult. Oh shit, if I was up that late as a kid, my dad would slit my throat, chop me up, send it all over the world, find those pieces, burn them, take the ashes and feed them to dogs, then kill the dogs? Why would he kill the dog? All the rest of it I get, but why would he kill the dogs? They did nothing wrong. They just ate some tasty burned meat. Rel says, terrible. Yes. I guess we all do what we can as far as mental health. I just always see myself like, yeah, I have a good time and I've kind of gotten myself to a better place, but at the same time, I don't feel like I'm the bastion of hope and the good example of how one should be mentally taking care of themselves. But maybe that's because I'm too inside my own mind to see it from the outside. Maybe I'm not as bad off as I think. Tech Party. That's one hell of a ritual. Yeah. That's right. What happened to JD motherfucking Temple? He was all about talking to Psychopop conspiracy theorists. And then when he was here, JD was nowhere to be found. If I go on YouTube, you better not be live streaming during my live stream. That's fine. Although I think a large portion of his subscribers are my subscribers, so that might not work out too well for either of us. You know why he's here? He's probably here because he heard us talking. He heard me and Waylon talking about his balls the last time we were together. Now, if you guys didn't see the interview with Waylon, that comment sounded out of left field. I just realized how random that sounds. I will just leave that up to your imagination. Milton Knowles, here's some good advice on maintaining great mental health. At least I do it still. Stare at the wall for 3 hours until you heavily hallucinate. Stare into reflective surfaces for long periods of time. I've experienced these hallucinations you speak of. Well, my imagination is broken, laugh out loud. Yeah. I think, depending on your meaning, I think all of our imaginations are broken around here. I just have a good time. That's how I'd put it. One day at a time. Ethan Ross, yeah, creating a small distance between yourself and the drama of your body and mind can be very helpful. That's true. I mean, it's the advice I gave on the old channel is still true. That like meditation, mindful breathing, whatever you want to call it, just taking that time to take even 10 minutes out to not think about normal, mundane, day-to-day stuff and kind of force your mind out of that is a huge help. That's something I still use. Ethan Ross says, you can breathe in, I am not this body. Exhale, I am not even this mind. Yeah, that's going to trip you out, though, if you think about it too hard. You know, in a good way, but yeah. Truth. Ethan Ross is laying down some truth in the chat. We went from talking about the human centipede to having some touching moments here about our mental health. So definitely done well. This has been a good chat. Can't figure out if I'm cold and want this on or if I'm hot and want it off. Constantly switching between the two. I also have a craving for both peanut butter and pickles, so be worried. Mad Magician Karos, yes, be like Schneider, one day at a time. Cut out the sleeves. What are you talking about, tuck party? Just like cut them right here, like the. But then put the hood up, and then start training. Hold on. Get my scrawny arms out here. Ba-bum-bum, 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 ba-ba-bum, 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 What? Part of the occult says, shit, the YouTube banned my last message. You know what I hate about that too? Is I can't just ask him to resend it because YouTube won't show it. Thanks, YouTube. Your censorship is amazing. Big brother, looking out for all of us. Yes, and grow a skullet. Oh man, because that's it. That's about it. Those are my choices. Well, it's starting on its own. Because now with the quarantine, I have to find willing participants to run the razor here, you know, or I could just go at it. But I feel like I'm going to miss stuff back or I'm going to have chunks or something. I don't know. I'm kind of concerned about that. So it's starting to grow out over here. It always grows out here faster just because the way my head is shaped for some reason. It like comes up and then it domes. And so right here, it grows like this little funky thing. So, you know, if I grew it out long in the back and then like bunned it or something and stuck it up on top, it would look as ridiculous as humanly possible. So I thought about doing that as a gag, but the thing is like that entire time I'd have to actually grow it. I don't know. I don't think I have enough dedication to the comedy for that. I just don't think I could pull that off. I don't think I have enough willpower to pull that off. Milton Knowles, I think the occult community is just a bunch of people subscribing to picked up to hear similar things to each other. That's what every community is. Oh, was I supposed to disagree with that? I'm sorry. My bad. My bad, everybody. My bad. What I mean is like, subscribe. Rel, I can't even see Power of the Occult anymore in chat. What? Did he get banned? Mad Magician Karos. Message retracted. You guys and your retracted messages, you're going to drive me insane. Tuck Party, 90s rat tail and Hawaiian shirt time. Oh, man. Even just Hawaiian shirt is funny enough. Yeah, if I could get the little yeah. Dude, and then some sunglasses and just that's a whole character there, like with the beard, with the thing, and I don't know. That sounds like another character in the making. Maybe I can find a fake one that I can just kind of pin in the back and pull that off. That sounds like a new character in the making to me. The creepy dude that's at the club for some reason, even though he's almost 40. And starting this July, he is 40. Power of the Occult. Does anyone know how to find a fantasy world ruled by goat gods? Well, that's Milton Knowles knows that. Come on. Find a magic well, become an all-powerful magician, and get a face full of moths asking for a friend named Martin. Got it. Tech Party. So much for the Power of the Occult. Yeah, that's pretty funny. Mad Magician Karos. Oh no, he took it away right after I laughed at it. Mad Magician Karos. That's right, Milton. That's why I stopped watching EA Co-Editing and Friends for the most part. Same shit, different toilet. Man. Got some shade getting thrown up in the chat tonight. Milton Knowles, if you stick a dimly lit light or candle behind you in a darkened room, stare at the mirror in front of you, I've done this, and start trying to see the candle behind you, you start going invisible. That is fun. There's a lot of weird eye tricks you can do with the mirror that make you question a lot of things about reality. And so, yeah, that's one of them. So I got, we're moving around the household. I get this. Can I even do this? I'm not talented enough to move this in the right way while I do it. So I got this Vesica Pisces. Geez. Can we zoom in, please? I got this Vesica Pisces up here above this other stuff, right? It's there, and I have a chair back here. Ooh, they're conveniently placed near each other. So one thing I like to do is stare at that, and if you stare at it from the right distance, you can kind of put your finger in front of your eyes to kind of bring it forth too. The circles will look like they're moving apart. Of course, it's because of the way your eyes are focusing in a different area, but the circles will look like they're moving apart, and it'll look like a middle circle comes out toward you. It makes like a 3D effect. It's super trippy, and I don't necessarily prescribe to the idea that it has any profound meaning whatsoever, but somehow I like to stare at it and then just contemplate the idea of perception. So, we're all a little strange around here. Rel, Power of the Occult. See you now. Laugh out loud. I'm sure there is a mod for Skyrim to do that. There you go. Power of the Occult. Nah, sorry, Rel. He says he needs a clock or something to get there. Oh, is this like the Alice in Wonderland rabbit? Can't even say it. The Alice in Wonderland rabbit. I'm late. I'm late for an important date. Milton Knowles, the Insane Witch King. Some of the channels I watch make everybody moderator to stop the censorship. Interesting. Very interesting. You learn something new every day. Power of the occult or a button. Man, Magician Karos, there's no shade. My lamp doesn't have one. Ethan Ross. I mean, yeah, that's essentially what community is. People are just heavily adjusted to fascist circle jerks being taken seriously. Right. Yeah, I mean, you can see it in the politics side, you can see it in the magic community, you can see it like any occult community. You can see like a very strong leaning left-hand community, a very strong leaning right-hand community, the very strong central, both of these aren't the right path, but our path is right community, which all of these guys are just kind of doing that. And but it's no different anywhere else. You see that in the the internet has basically made it so people with like minds can find each other faster. So you see that with the politics, you see it with fandoms even. Oh, this group loves The Last Jedi. This group hates The Last Jedi. This group doesn't give two shits about it. All separate, all their own opinions. They don't like to intermix. So there's this kind of weird separating going on when it comes to these groups. But I don't know. I don't actually know what I think about it. I think I used to think that was bad because we all need to understand each other's points of views and this and that. But at the same time, I go on YouTube and I watch people with completely different ideas than me, and I mull that stuff over, and sometimes I go, yeah, no, that's not right. And sometimes it changes my mind about things, or at least shifts my thinking to understand someone else's point of view, and I do all that stuff, but then I still have a circle of people I hang out with who have a general similar view to me. So I do both. So I don't necessarily think it's bad to have a group that thinks a lot like you, that you hang out with and have fun with, as long as you're also going out and, checking out other stuff. So it's not necessarily a bad thing. I think it can be bad if you refuse to leave that clique for anything. That's my personal opinion that I just decided on now, and it could change tomorrow. Let's see here. I'm curious about this. Can I make somebody the moderator, or do I not have that ability in here? Participants. What if I have participants? Let's see now. Milton Knowles. Nope. I tried, Milton. I tried to make you a moderator. But either I do not have the ability, or I'm just not tech savvy enough to do it on the fly without looking into it more. Probably the second one. Tech Party says, that's fucking awesome. Shabuki, I'm sipping whiskey. Cheers in your beer. And you still a spiritual person? Cheers in. So I've talked about this more on my Patreon than on this channel. I consider myself to still be a spiritual person, even though I don't consider myself to still be an occultist. A lot of people who follow me say that's funny that you don't call yourself an occultist, but we still consider you one. So, take it however you want. I don't practice traditional ritualized magic anymore. That's probably the easiest way to explain it. But I still constantly think about these things and change every so often through the power of transformation and self-introspection. So, if your definition of the occult leans more in that direction, then I guess I haven't changed. And if it leans more on the magic side and calling forth things that you need, then I've moved away from that. So that's where I'm at. Tuck Party, don't insult my fascist circle jerk. Prepare for hexing, apostate. Bring it! Bring it! Damon Fane jumped on. Who's this guy? Damon Fane. Power of the Occult seems like a fucking dumbass. Can we ban him? Man, Damon, I don't even know who you are. How could you talk so much trash about that Power of the Occult guy? Rough. I should ban this Damon Fane person. It's one of those things where I never know how much sarcasm I have to lay on. I just don't. I know from most everybody will get that. Some people will not. Probably most everyone in the chat gets it, though. Ethan Ross. Oh, thank God. Hex off. Oh, yes. I'm still a spiritual person. Do not worry. Do not worry, my son. Milton Knowles. Pootie Cult. I have a friend named Mark. All we talk about is goats and New Zealand. It's the setting for most fantasy worlds. Does that meet your qualifications? Yeah. Yeah, especially if you're jerking in a circle, because that's what we're just talking about. We've moved on from the, the human centipede to loftier topics. Rel. I like entertaining new ideas, but it's rare for me to find that on YouTube. Sometimes not. I feel like you can find something new-ish, you can watch a couple videos on it, and then it usually doesn't go much further than that. But, well, you know, I hold out hope. People are interesting across the board. Jack Napier. Hey! Have any good conspiracy theories? Oh, you missed it. No, you missed it. Yeah, Psychopop Conspiracy Theorist was on here earlier, so that conversation has come and gone. Damon Fain. Oh, I can make people mods for you. I just need your Gmail password and Social Security number. Very good. Very nice, sir. Very nice. Tech Party. Damon, that didn't work the last time. Please try again. Power of the Occult. Fuck off, Damon. Come at me. Now, how? Nope. I almost broke kayfabe. Ethan Ross. I think it's bad. I see too many directly conflicting viewpoints where neither side hears the actual points of the other. Recipe for disaster when communication is cut. Yeah. I mean, that's the negative. I always seem to lean toward this idea that too much of anything is bad, you know, if you can't moderate it. So in my view of it is like hanging out in a circle of people who only think like you think is bad if that's the only people you hang out with, because it's too much of that thing. But yeah, I mean, maybe there's something to be said about hanging out with different people all the time. Tuck Party. Oh, wait, Ethan Ross. Send me your hair. I'll make you a sweater. No clones, please. No clones, promise. Nice. Tech Party. It's the sad, polarized state of everything and everyone. Right. So it hits on the main problem. I just don't know if the fact that people hang out with similar people alone is the issue, or if the issue is more about being uncomfortable moving beyond that boundary. In other words, would we be better off if we were kind of like forced into a more different, being surrounded by people who are more different than us? Or is there a certain comfort sometimes with being able to speak to like-minded individuals for a little while and then go out into that greater world? I don't know. I mean, there's something to be said about both sides of that. I think the only thing that we can definitely all agree on, though, is only surrounding yourself with people who think the same way is a good way to be in a cult. I don't mean the occult, I mean a cult. It's like cult making 101 is tell people that their old ideas about something are wrong and that anyone who doesn't accept their new ideas should be dropped. And that slowly brings them into only talking to other people in the cult, and that makes them a happy unit. So it's dangerous. I mean, you see that in any time a cult is built. So watching people do it automatically for themselves, yeah, a little concerning. You may have a point. Damon Fain, all I know is Power of the Occult believes. I don't. Oh, man. Damon Fain is throwing some shade at Power of the Occult. They're about to have some kind of a YouTube battle soon. You know, I would watch all of those videos, too. I just want to say that. Put up a fake YouTube beef. I want to watch this. Ethan Ross, I shout out Mind and Magic for calling that shit out 1,000,000 times. Yep. Milton Knowles, the Insane Witch King. Wow, you have a lot of trust in me if you want to make me moderator. Well, you told me last time that you would let everyone comment if you were moderator. And now I'm hearing that if people are moderators, they can allow censored, what would normally be censored, to come through. So you just seem like the natural choice. Although that means I'm believing you at your word. So yeah, you're right. Maybe I do have more trust in you than I should. Power of the occult. I swear to Lucifer, Damien. Shut the fuck up. Oh, the beef has started here. You guys heard it here tonight, folks. An official beef between Damon Fane and the power of the occult. Tuck Party. Y'all need to face and integrate the shadow self. That's right. Power of the occult needs to integrate his shadow self, who keeps on trash talking him right now. Ethan Ross. Milton, the Insane Witch. Mod King. Dear God, what did we almost create? Oh man, now I want to make it even more. Tuck Party, you joined a cult, Jimmy? No, Dad, I'm into the occult. Oh, that's fine. Yeah, that's how I feel about it. Now, Magician Karos, the only cult I need is Cult of the Pizza Rolls. I can't cook pizza bagels right. Yeah, I could use some pizza rolls, man. Dude, I think we all could use a little some pizza rolls right now. Just warmth. As long as they're, well, you know what? You could point though, if you don't cook them right though, they might have that like little bit of cold in the middle, or they might have the hard ends. And that's just not great. So, we need a grand leader who can show us how to cook them right. Rel, I'm friends with a Christian reverend. We had a really cool conversation about demons the other day. Different perspective. I bet it was. Definitely a different perspective than the one that I have, but I have some friends that are Christians as well. Jack Napier, can we use the occult to help us hack the Matrix simulation? That is a question for Psychopop Conspiracy Theorist. He would say yes, and I would say, Damon Fane, who wants to help me curse the power of occult? He's taking it to the next level. I thought Damon Fane didn't believe only power of the occult did. So how is Damon Fane going to pass a curse? Huh? I call you on your kayfabe. Rel, molten pizza rolls. Milton Knowles, the Insane Witch King. No, it's just I improv every comment. I approve every comment. I see. Well, my dog is asleep and barking in her sleep. I don't know if you can hear it. I can hear it just like right outside my door. It's like, so she's either having a great time or a horrible time. I've always wondered this. I don't know if anybody knows. When a dog is barking in their sleep, are they like frolicking in a field chasing a rabbit, or are they furiously barking at something they're afraid of? Or both? I don't know. Like, what does a dog dream? What psychological things are they working out in their head? Power of the occult. Yo, Damon, a piece of dog shit has more occult force than you. Come at me. Oh, man. It's getting heated in here. I'm going to let you guys work it out. I'll be right back. That's right. It's time for an obligatory commercial. Drive through RPG. Drive through RPG. Buy some books from me. All right, we're back. It's like nothing ever happened. All right. Oh, yes. Everybody continued the conversation. That's what I said to do. Tuck party, chasing animals, eating food. Mad Magician Karos. We're all just dog dreams. Okay, whoa, hey, man, whoa. I was not expecting it to get that deep tonight. Come on, man. You know what? I'm retreating into my hood at this point. That was a little too heavy for me. I need to get some safety. It's like a security blanket. Oof. We're all just dog dreams. I have a bad nightmare tonight. Tuck Party, old man bladder acting up. Yes, thank you, Tuck Party, for the recognition. This is what happens when you get older. It acts up. Damon Fain, okay, I'm gonna stop arguing with myself. Yourself? What? You can't drop kayfabe like that. What are you doing, Damon Fain? Well, that never stops, Damon. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Rel. Very true. Shabuki, he got a bunch of books on that desk. Wonder if they're all tabletops. Yeah, probably. Probably. Let's see. Tiny Supers. Yep, that's superheroes. Tiny Dungeon. Yep, that's Dungeon. Tiny Dungeon character sheets. These need no explanation. There's 2 of those. Got some Dungeon Run. All right, these might all be. You might be right. They might all be tabletops. Arcana of the Ancients. This is all super nerd stuff. This is also Arcana of the Ancients, but for some reason I wanted a separate second copy because I'm weird. Got some more nerd stuff. Oh, man, we got the ultimate nerd tabletop, anime tabletop. All right, now all I've done is put all of my books out of order. Not that they were in an order. Geez, this is only this part. Are they all tabletops? I didn't even realize that. I was like, there's a good channel. Geez. Let's see, we got some battle maps. My own book, but the one I run out of. More Dungeons and Dragons. Dungeon World. Call of Cthulhu. A stack of Call of Cthulhu. The problem is these are all the ones I can't fit. I can't fit into my cabinet. So yeah, they're all tabletop. Can't reach back there with these headphones. You know what? Oh yeah. Whoop. More tabletop. More tabletop. Your Trogdor and dungeon tiles. So hopefully that sated the curiosity. How much tabletop is on the desk? That's all that's on the desk. What is under all these tabletops? Well, I could have just did this from the beginning. Jeez. What is under all these tabletops? It's just a map. And then a dog bed with my phone on it. Why is my phone on a dog bed, you may ask? You probably don't care, so you may not have asked. It's because it vibrates whenever I get a message. And if I leave it here, it's right next to my microphone. But if I put it down there, it doesn't make any noise. It's a trick. Oh, what's over here? Ooh, the dice bag and the hero kids and yeah, so it's like there's more over here. You gotta be fun, and there's like water spills, so all that fun, and then everybody knows the old light from all the old videos back in the day. It's the background of every video back in the day. And then the wall of random stuff that my son made. Ooh. So, that's it. That's all you get. All right. Curiosity sated. I hope. Got distracted by showing off books. Damon Fain, also just wondering, I can't see any of my Power of the Occult messages on this profile. Is just me? Because I see that Joe still sees them. Am I like half banned? That's a good question. I don't know if everybody else sees them. I'm reading them. I see them. Well, probably some of them are his books. Yeah, some of them. Some of them are my books. Some of them. Less of them than you probably thought. I got more copies than that, though. They're just not over here. Rel says, I can't see them either, Damon. I must be able to see them. I wonder if I can moderate and bring them forward. I don't know. That's too much work. I'll just read them. Milton Knowles, the Insane Witch King. If when women like women, they are called lesbians, and I like women, am I a lesbian? Nope. Damon Fain, haha, I win, Power of the Occult. That's true, because we can all see Damon Fain. Tuck Party, shit. Get your books. Damon Fain. But seriously, fuck YouTube, man. Why you keep banning me? It's because you keep saying crazy shit, apparently. I don't know what you said on the other one that it didn't post and then it banned you. I can only imagine. And in my imagination, it was epic. Ethan Ross. Not sure if Cold or Psychopop Sorcerer can be. Cold. Okay. All right. Point taken. You guys think I'm just joking around. That's probably going to be bouncing around in my head all night. What if I'm part of Ruby's dream? Yeah, it's a good thing my buddy's not over here with his completely legal substances. Because then I'd really be thinking about it. Milton Knowles, the Insane Witch King. Now that you were going bored, do you feel that your head is naked? In which case, should you be... Now that you're going bald, do you feel that your head is naked? In which case, should you be charged with indecent exposure if you're not wearing a hat? I don't know. It is pretty indecent. It looks worse whenever all the hair goes in. Like the shorter I keep it, I feel like the better it looks. But it's I'm still torn though about growing it out so I can do that character. Grow it just in the back. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Man, I'm sure my wife would totally not kick me out of the house if I looked like that. Started wearing the Hawaiian shirt. Started practicing that character before doing it on YouTube. Oh, it'd be funny though. Milton Knowles, the Insane Witch King. Now that you were going... No, we said that. Damon Fain and Power of the Occult are the same person. What? Come on, you're doxing him, Milton Knowles. How dare you? How dare... Nobody realized that. How dare you? Damon Fain, do not compare me with that moron Power of the Occult. Ethan Ross, who are they? I don't see them. Damon Fain, if I was Power of the Occult, I'd kill myself. Jeez, man. This is why you get banned from YouTube. Man, Magician Karos, do you have riffs? Yeah, it's just not on the table. It's in my cabinet. Man, Magician Karos, the RPG, I mean. Oh, I know. With all the different dimensions opening up portals into the world. Yeah, yep. Some glitter boys. Milton Knowles, the Insane Witch King, Psycho Sorcerer. I just realized why you go online. So have you ever had a friend and do you click those board games so you'll see cool if you ever find so you seem cool if you ever yeah, these are all like I totally game, guys. I got buddies back and I got friends. No, the problem is I think I'm like addicted to the systems, to reading about systems. It's probably because I wrote my own system, but I don't know. Like I read more game systems than I play for sure. Because like out of all this stuff right now, we're playing Dungeons and Dragons with the group. So it's like, did I really need any other books than that? And before that, we were playing the game I wrote. So Realms of the Ancients, ROTA. Though we go a year or two back, we were playing Star Wars. So I guess we change it up sometime. And we're talking about doing a Call of Cthulhu. So I guess we do switch it up, but we definitely don't switch it up enough to explain why I have all of these books over here. And these are over here because they're the newest ones I got, or they're the ones I'm working on something with. So I filled up my cabinet, and now I don't know where to put them. Again, you're all addicted to something. I'm apparently addicted to random fantasy rules from different settings. Don't know why. I actually don't fully understand that. I do know that because I like to build them, I'm still building new rules all the time, playing with ideas in my head about that. And I found that sometimes it seems to relate to my own inner trying to pick apart differences between personalities and peoples and stuff. There's a lot of character development in the game systems, and there's a lot of learning stuff about my own inner character in and amongst playing with those systems. So I don't know. There may be some psychological tie, but I'm not smart enough to figure it out. Rel, so much tabletop on top of his table. That's right. It's like impossible to use because I got too many books on it. Defeats the purpose of having a desk. Super Gnome 369. Hey, how you doing? You got here just at the point in time where all my drinks are empty and I start coughing. That's the only water that's in that. Thanks, Psychopop Conspiracy Theorist. Hi, Super Gnome. Yo, what up, Joe? And chat, what's up? Tuck Party, thanks for the tour. Curiosity is sated for now. Milton Knowles, the Insane Witch King. I just realized you can only make 3 more reboots to your channel. There's only 3 more walls for your background. That's true. We can do the like cross angle though. That's what I usually do. I usually film in this wacky cross angle thing, but it's because the computer's usually over there, so this doesn't even look right. But cross angle. And I act like I don't overthink it, but the reason that I film at a cross angle is so that the light is still there, but it's not directly behind me because times have changed. Because for some reason I'm metaphorical as fuck. Can't help myself. Got problems. But I like it. So Gnome says, hi, Rail. Tuck Party says, I have been working on a 3D print of Joe's house, so that will help. Yes. Then we can use it as a scale model, so I can have like things zoom in and stuff happen. I use that for my shows coming up in the fall with Psychopop Sorcerer and all that. I only know some of what I'm going to do for that, but, you know, those wheels are already turning. Ethan Ross, hello, hello. Laugh out loud. Now you know it's all inside Reggie too. That's right. You gotta have that. You gotta build a Reggie to put it inside of. Tuck Party, absolutely yes. It's all going according to my plans. Supernome 369 at Milton. Stop deleting your videos. Hey, that's a good point. Stop deleting those videos, Milton. Because some of them I had already watched, but some of them I still had on my watch later, and they just suddenly disappeared. I was devastated. I was so devastated I couldn't even eat. I fell asleep in the fetal position that night. I was like, man, Milton's deleting his videos. It's making me crazy. And he keeps deleting his comments. Milton Knowles, the Insane Witch King. Poop. Part of the occult. Hello to all who allowed who's allowed by the YouTube gods to see me. I wonder if anyone other than me can read that. Let me see if I can moderate this. Report. Jeez, that would just make your life worse. Remove. No, we don't need to do that. Put user in time. I don't know what that means, so I'm not going to press it. Hide user. No. Add moderator. Hey, there is a moderator. Oh, man. What if I made Power of the Occult the moderator? Power of the Occult is now a moderator for your channel. Why couldn't I do that with Milton Knowles? Or did I just find out how the power has been granted? Well, it's over now, folks. I just made Power of the Occult and Milton Knowles the moderators. Good night. Yep. Now he shows up with the all blue text for me. All right. Maybe that will solve your censorship problem, Power of the Occult. I do not know. And I also don't know why suddenly it was obvious how to make you guys moderators. Who knows? But I learned something new again. That's 2 new things. Power of the Occult. Milton Knowles, the Insane Witch King. If a bunch of us got some dice and things, would you run a D&D campaign over YouTube? But never played one before, but I reckon it would be fun. I don't know. It's hard to do them online because I got a group I do them once a week with, and I was running them for a little bit, and I started crashing a bit. So I have another person run them now, and I'm playing. So I don't know if I would run one. I might run a one-off. That might be fun. I'd have to figure out how to choose who could be in it, though, because you can't have too many people or it gets unruly. All YouTube guys to see me. All right, Power of the Occult. Okay, Milton Knowles, Power of the Occult. I see you. Why do you have multiple personality syndrome? He called you out, Damon Fain. Share Bookie. Does your wife gravitate toward a spiritual lifestyle, and do y'all play tabletops together? We used to play tabletops together back when we were in college. She's kind of moved away from it, and she is more of an agnostic. So not hardcore like science side, just kind of indifferent. So most of my spiritual stuff is for me and my buddies. Power of the Occult. Don't know what you mean, Milton. Is this a rumor spread by Damon? Ethan has a video redacted. Milton Knowles. Yeah, that Damon guy sounds like the sort of guy that would wear a suit during a YouTube video and try to do his hair in a comb over. What a nerd. Rel, laugh out loud. Power of the Occult. Haha, take that, Damon. I'ma ban you now. Tuck party. And all of a sudden, everyone was banned. Milton Knowles. Haha, I'm fucking moderator. You all bow before my will, Paris before my iron fists. You all will, I don't know. Too many autocorrects. Ethan Ross, the hammers. Already they fell like heavy rain. Yes. Beautiful. Milton Knowles, I only deleted videos once because I was bored of them. If more are getting deleted, that's because YouTube has kind of started censoring. Yeah. Tech party. I feel like the Iron Curtain just slammed down around us. Ethan Ross, I, for one, love and respect our new mad witchy overlords. Tech party, yes. Many of those that don't love and respect our new mad witchy overlords be sent for re-education. Milton Knowles, I'm the best moderator, the only dictator you need. The other guy is inferior and is an imposter. Don't listen to his slanderous lies. Ethan Ross, France is bacon. That's pretty good. Rel, I'm ambivalent to overlords. I have 4 inches between my ears. You can't take it. Oh, man. You know what that sounds like to me? That sounds like another moderator. Rel is now a moderator on your channel. Moderator wars. Tech party. Lobotomy friend. Lobotomy moderator. Now Tech Party is a moderator too. Of course, we're almost at 2 hours, so it's easy to just be like, make everybody moderators at this point. Super Gnome, you guys are nuts. So that's worthy of becoming a moderator. Super Gnome moderator. Now everybody's blue. And that Francis Bacon comment was worthy of a moderator too. Ethan Ross is now a moderator. All right. I might have made too many moderators. I don't know. I've gone mad with power. Mad with granting power. Power of the occult. Don't know what you mean, Milton. I was the first mod. You just trying to copy me. Tech Party. You took his brain, you damn dirty moderators. Milton Knowles, the Insane Witch King. I just found the cheese sandwich I left in my drawer last night. Yes, I have a drawer to put dinner in for later so the dog doesn't get it. What's better than leaving it out? Because if you leave it out, the dog will get it. Tech Party. Oh, Ethan Ross. Good fight. Hashtag good fight to empower the sun. It's the only way. I thought I made. Oh, yeah, here we go. Power of the occult. Too many chefs. Too many chefs. Tech Party. Laugh out loud. Ethan Ross. How do I kick Joe? I got to say something for it. I wonder if this is just going to end the stream probably. Test talk. I just popped myself in the chat. I wonder if you kick me if it ends the stream. It's just the IT person in me that gets curious. Oh, Milton Knowles, the Insane Witch King, the great bold one. What did to make me moderator first? You're just lucky you got to tag along the other one. Ooh, Tech Party. Now I really feel like I'm part of the Circle of Magi. Yes, shout out to the Circle of Magi. Tech Party, I feel the power coursing through my cursor. Suncat, Suncat, I haven't talked to you forever. Suncat, welcome. In regards to not practicing occultism, I get your perspective and how you felt you were hypnotizing yourself into having those experiences. I can get my head around that. You might be totally right. Thank you. I just did a test talk. There's Joseph March, test talk. Ethan Ross just blocked me. Suncat. But wondering if you're still skeptical about the experiences of enlightenment, waking up to the nature of self, as that is not really the same as hypnotizing yourself and having the experience. No, I consider that separate. I would still say that is like I say a lot of times, and again, I can't remember how much of it is on the Patreon and how much of it is here, but I still consider all of it a good part of the process of finding self, which is still something I'm very much on the path of. Ethan Ross has blocked me. Ethan Ross, now I'll be moderator forever. Power of the occult to Banjo, you just hit the flag above the sub button. Oh, yeah. Suncat, hey, bro, missed you, man. Ethan Ross, Joe, banned for 100 years. Milton Knowles, the Insane Witch King. I am the moderator. I will rule this as I do on Jesse Miller's channel. Jesse Miller at the Crow's Nest. You will all beg for my mercy, and I guarantee freedom. Suncat, cool. Thanks heaps for your response, man. Yeah, sure. Reach out anytime. Live streams just make it quicker. Tech Party, I clicked the flag, but there isn't an option to report. The coolest dude ever. That's right. I blocked your block. I blocked your block. It says it in the chat, so I know it's true. Power of the occult. I'm the one true moderator. Hater Kovaleski. That's a name I haven't seen in a long time. Hello, welcome. This is getting out of control. Yeah, it's a little bit. Milton Knowles, the Insane Witch King. As your all-powerful moderator, you have complete freedom to do as I tell you or to die. I believe that is a lot of choices for my lessons. Joseph March, I blocked your block. Well, what? Was it ever in control? That's the ultimate question of the evening. That's your homework. Everybody ponder the question, were we ever actually in control? Or the occult? Okay, Milton, tell me something so I can ignore it. Oh, it's getting nasty in the chat. Okay, let's see what we got. Pop out chat. That would have been good to see earlier. I can remove people as the moderator one at a time, but I can't undo it all at once. Toggle timestamp. I don't even know what the hell that means. Pop out chart, participants. All right. We are coming up on almost 2 hours, so we are going to wrap up soon. Couple more to moments with the chat, and then we'll close down. Everybody's moderator will be revoked. Tech Party, 3 rings for the 11 kings under the sky, 7 for the dwarf lords in the halls of stone, 9 for mortal men doomed to die, 1 for the dark lord on his dark throne. The 1 ring to rule them all. Super Gnome, I made some awesome food tonight for my friend's birthday today. Good times. Happy birthday to your friend. Rel, is this a mod off? That's up to you, moderators. Milton Knowles, boobies dictated but not read by your all-powerful moderator. Please enjoy the present for Hail Me, Hail Moderator. Sherbuki, did you see Parasite? I really enjoyed it. I haven't seen it. I have heard a lot about it. It sounds like it's really good, but I have not seen it myself. Super Gnome, what are fun ways to end the night? I was hoping the chat would know that. Ethan Ross, this mod will self-destruct. It sounds like Inspector Gadget. Just dump it on the chief. Let him take care of it. Power of the occult. Yo, you should make moderator a $5 perk. And yes, I am just saying that because then I could keep being mod. No, Damon Fain is the one who would be the mod then. Power of the occult. Get it straight. Milton Knowles, the insane witch king. Well, the current consensus is 99% of the populace is working underneath input and output based on social programming, really not even a sentient yet alone. And control, power of the occult. Oh no, not Damon. Yep. That's right. Your hated enemy. We got 2 more minutes till we hit 2 hours. And I've arbitrarily selected that time. Anyone else have anything they want to say before we call it a stream? Or we could end on, oh no, not Damon. Super Gnome, I meant this is a fun way to end the night. Ah, yes, thank you. Very fun. Getting ready for Betty Bye. And cleaning up my water spill. Just soaking into the carpet slowly over the night. Tuck Party, it was entertaining. Thank you. Always fun with the chat. I feel like there was a lesson in here I forgot. That's not water. Oh, yeah, the straight vodka. Yes, you're right, Tuck Party. That's not water, that's straight vodka. Power of the occult, next death battle, Freighter Xavier versus EA co-editing. Jeez. Oh, man, I would love to see that. Ethan Ross, mod off. Rel, I still think you should totally watch Haunting of Hill House on Netflix. Very deaf, much trigger warning. Yeah, it's on my, like I said, it's on my list. I've got a short list of things to watch. They are all randomly different. Let me see if I can pull up my list. Right now I'm watching The Hollow, which is a cartoon, but it's what I felt like watching. Because I watched it a few years back and season 2 just dropped today. Where's the rest of my list? It's not here. My current list of things I want to watch fairly immediately. Haunting of Hill House, The Hollow, Season 2, Happy, Season 2, and Titans, Season 2. Titans I have on Blu-ray, but it has also been sitting there. So that's my list for the next few weeks. Milton Knowles, if you wish, you may take a moment to ever go to the bathroom, worship me, sleep. You are welcome. Now back to work. Very nice. Real cool. Superdome. I'll have to watch this later. Please re-upload this if it doesn't save on here. Well, hopefully it saves. Supposed to, but it doesn't always because YouTube is inconsistent as shit. Tuck Party, time is up. Make your peace. Power of the Occult. The only thing I watch on Netflix is chaos. Laugh out loud. With that, have a good evening. Have a good night. If you're Milton or anyone else that's on the other side of the world, have a good day. And talk to you guys next time.